Welcome back to Hot Button Sports. My name is James Bryan. We are at the St. Margaret's Centre in St. Margaret's Bay, Nova Scotia, bringing you some U15 major action between the Halifax Wolverines and the home Gulls. Puck will drop here shortly. Here we go. Drop. Sears shoots it down. Play behind the net by Green. Green, drop to Ripley. Ripley. Up to Conlon. Or Shearer. Back down to Ripley. Ripley. Intercepted by Cannon. Cannon. Down the board. Tries to find Cranston. No good. Finds Sears. Sears sticking with it. It's taken away. The Cannon tries to get it. Poked out by Lateria. Puck down behind the net. Ripley up to Lateria. Lateria. Still with it. Grinding. Taken away by Ruiz. Ruiz. Partner pass to Noel. Noel. Ruiz now still with the puck. Ruiz shoots it down. Play behind the net by the Wolverines here. It's Williams. Up to Rutledge. Rutledge on the chase. Stopped by Ruiz. Battle in the corner here. Conlon with it. Conlon tries to pass up Ruiz. Conlon shot just wide. And now here's Noel with it. Noel to Ruiz. Ruiz up to Calvert. Calvert tries to go through, loses it, gets it back. Calvert still with it. Calvert out to Zwicker, no good. Taken away by Kopech. And that will be offside. Yep. So we will have a neutral zone faceoff. In nets today for the Halifax Wolverines, Riley Green, the Hockey Nova Scotia goalie, played last year for the Truro Bearcats. And in nets for the Gulls, we have Wyatt Espa. Up here. Espa's second-year tender. Schneier. Pass, no good. Tries to find Sim. Taken by Pelham. Back shot, no good. Pelham with it. Pelham back to Douglas. Douglas to the point. Dufour to Henneberry. Down to Pelham. Battle here in the corner. Puck taken by Sim. Sim up. Kept it. Nope. Kopech pokes it out. Pass to Henneberry now. Now here come the Gulls. Henneberry takes a tumble. Goes into the referee. And Sim will play the puck now here. Sim. Puck taken away by Cranston. Cranston. Back out to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Cranston. Cranston. Shot blocked by Sim. And Shearer gets it out. Nope. Kept in by Kennedy. Kennedy shoots it down. Kennedy kept in by Cannon. Cannon. Big hit by Sears. Sears now battling for it. Puck is loose. Kicked out by the Wolverines. Up here. Played by Cannon in his defensive zone. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy. Pass over to Greenwood. Greenwood going for a skate. Greenwood shot. Saved by Green. Nice hard shot there by Evan Sergeant Greenwood. But Riley Green able to extend the glove and make a nice save there. 11:57 remaining here in this first period. And we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Cranston on Conlon for the draw. Refs having a word here. Puck is dropped. Cannon. Puck down low for Conlon. Conlon. Up. Kept it. Step to Noel. Noel to Ruiz. Ruiz. Flips it up. Sears chases it down. Now Cannon with it. Cannon. Back to Sears. Sears cut off by Williams. Battle in the corner here. Sears comes away with it. Grayson Sears out to the point to Noel. Noel back to Sears. Sears can't get a stick on it. And now Wyand has it. Wyand up to Shearer. Shearer down. Played by Esbaugh behind the net. Esbaugh up to McKinnon. McKinnon to Cranston now. Here comes Cranston on the rush. Bone Cranston shot. Saved by Green. And that will go out of bounds. Nice opportunity there by Bone Cranston. But it is saved by the goalie. Cranston leading his team in goals as a rookie. 17 goals along with 13 points to give him, or along with 13 assists to give him 30 points. So here, McKinnon behind the net. McKinnon. Pass out front, taken away by McDonald. Donald take away. Nice deke there by Nordine. Down. Up. Douglas now with it. Douglas. Now a big reverse hit by Douglas. Gulls stay with it. Here's Nordine. Nordine still digging. Taken away by the goal. And there will be a whistle here. That net is off, so we will have a neutral zone face-off. I believe. Yes. No, it will be a defensive zone face-off for the Wolverines after their net was knocked off. Levy. And here's Zwicker with it. Zwicker shot, scores! Nice shot by Jack Zwicker. His 6th of the year puts the Gulls up 1-0. Nice goal by Jack Zwicker there. Now here it is. Nice. Gauthier. Partner pass to Sim. Sim up to Kopak. Kopak shoots it down. Played by Kennedy. Kennedy up to Zwicker. Zwicker drop to Levy. Levy. Now here's Calvert on the chase. Unable to get it. Or Calvert does get a stick on it there. Calvert to Zwicker, out to Levy. Levy shot blocked. Kennedy gets the rebound. Kennedy to Greenwood. Greenwood shot blocked again. And now Gauthier will retain possession. Gauthier pass down to Sim. Sim, nice move there. Pass to Gauthier. Gauthier up, played by Ruiz. Ruiz to Greenwood. Greenwood shoots it down. Played behind the net by Green. Green to Williams. Williams. Pass up, intercepted by Ruiz. Ruiz out, trying to find Douglas out front, no good. Douglas now with it. Douglas back to Noel. Noel pass to Jollymore. Jollymore down to Douglas. 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 Backhand shot, it's blocked. Pelham tried to get the rebound, jam it in, no good. And that net is off, so we will have another whistle and another offensive zone faceoff incoming for the Gulls. So far, this first period has been all Gulls, as has been most of their season. They sit in a comfortable first place position right now in the league, only losing one game in overtime, having a 10-0-1 record, good for 29 points. And they're having troubles here with that net today. Already 2 stoppages for the net being off. Pass back to Ruiz. Ruiz. Shot down. Played by Pelham. Pelham to Jollymore. Jollymore back to Pelham. Pelham up. And we will... The net is off again. That is 3 times now that they have had a problem with the net. 2 times in rapid succession, just about 10 seconds in between. Now they will have to. So that over here, there's some mouthy Tassa fans here. Williams down to Wyand. Wyand up, intercepted by Noel. Noel taken by Williams. Williams up to Latanya. Latanya taken by Ruiz. Ruiz shot blocked by his own teammate Pelham. Noel keeps it in. Noel pass to Jollymore. Jollymore dumps it down. Collected by McDonald. The Wolverines will get possession. Wolverines looking to break out here. It's McDonald. McDonald, nice burst of speed here. McDonald, nice opportunity. Shot poked away by Noel. Now Sears will come away with the puck. Sears up to Cranston. Bowen Cranston shot down. Doesn't hit the net. Cannon to Sears. Sears up to Henneberry. Henneberry back down to Sears. Sears to Cannon. Cannon up to Dufour. Dufour shot blocked by McDonald. Cranston gets it now. Cranston to Henneberry. Henneberry down to Sears. Sears out front to Cannon. Can't find him. Now Cranston will get the puck. Cranston looking to make something happen. Cranston passes Sears. Sears tries to find Cranston. No good. Played by Dufour. Dufour up. Taken by Conlon. Conlon now skating through to Rutledge. Rutledge shot saved by Espa. Cannon now still with it. Long shift here for this Gulls forward group. McDonald to Conlon. Conlon to Gauthier. Gauthier shot. Save. Can't. Conlon with the rebound. Tries to put it in, and that will be covered up by Espa. Nice chance there for the Wolverines. Sorry, however, they are unable to capitalize on that one. 7:09 remaining here in this first period. And we will have a offensive zone face-off here for the Wolverines. Puck drop, face-off one. McDonald down to Conlon. Conlon down to Gauthier. Gauthier to McDonald. McDonald loses at the feet. Conlon to Gauthier. Gauthier to Sim. Sim. Pass. Tries to find Schneier. No good. Save. Saved by Green. Gauthier. Down to Sim. Sim. Taken by Nordine. Nordine to Greenwood. Greenwood shot. And that hits the roof. So we will have a face-off here upcoming. Nice shot by Greenwood. Bit too hard. Noel. Down to Nordine. Nordine taken away by Kopak. Kopak tries to find Schneier. Schneier on the rush. Schneier. Back to Ripley. No good. Jollymore fires it up. Ripley plays it. Nice battle here by Nordine. And he tries to get it, but he will take a tumble there. Berger. It's Berger. Tries to find Schneier. Taken away by the Gulls. Shot down. Played by Kopak. Kopak. Pass up. And now here come the Wolverines. It's Schneier. Or Shearer. Shearer. Calvert with it. Calvert pass. Taken by Wyand. Wyand takes a tumble there. Pokes it out. Tries to find Williams. Taken by Calvert again. Calvert up to Greenwood. Greenwood to Kennedy. Kennedy still with it. Kennedy through to Calvert. Calvert dumped down. Taken by Williams. Williams takes a tumble there. Pokes free. Here's McDonald. McDonald up. And now here comes Shearer. Nice opportunity here. 2-on-1. Up. Broken up by the Gulls. Now here's Greenwood. Greenwood taken by McDonald. Tries to find someone out front. Tries to find Shearer. Here's Gauthier with it. Gauthier to Sim at the point. No good. Battle here. Lateria. Shot save. Levy now with it. Levy to Kennedy. Kennedy Up. Kennedy now, still with it. Kennedy up to Zwicker. Zwicker taken by Sim. Sim shot from the point. Tip. Save. Gauthier. Down to McDonald. Down low to McDonald. Kennedy gets it out to Zwicker. Zwicker. Up to Levy. Levy taken by Sim. Sim pass to Gauthier. Gauthier. And that will be offside. So we will have a neutral zone face-off upcoming. First line back on for the Gulls. Captain Miller Cannon in his second year on the Gulls. Last year had 6 goals, 6 assists. Already crushed those assist numbers and is tied for goals. Cannon. McDonald knocks him out the puck. Rutledge down. Now here's Cranston with the puck. Cranston makes the guy miss. Cranston, he's still going. Dumps it up to Sears. Sears, Conlon to Wyan. Wyan up. Dufour. Up to Dufour. Dufour with the puck now. Dufour. To Sears. Sears. Tries to find Cannon, no good. And that will be an icing, so it looks like we will have a offensive zone face-off here for the Wolverines. Shots are 5-5. However, the Gulls have potted 1, which beats out the 0 scored by the Wolverines, so they are ahead 1-0. Henneberry. Cranston. Through, taken by Ripley. Ripley intercepted by Sears. Now Sears has the puck. Sears tries to find Cranston, and he does. That is tipped. No offsides. Riley Green plays the puck. Green down to Kopak. Kopak. Taken by Douglas. Douglas. To Ruiz. Ruiz to Noel. Noel up to Douglas. Douglas. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz shoots it down. Played by the Wolverines. Battle here. Battle behind the net. Pelham. Jollymore. Kopak will come away with it. It's Kopak looking up for McDonald, and he finds him. Now here comes McDonald. Nice chance here. He's all alone. Shot. Saved by Espa. Can't get the rebound. Now Ruiz will battle to Jollymore. Up to Douglas. Douglas to Pelham. Pelham back to Douglas. Taken by Gauthier. Gauthier to Sim. Sim. Kept in by Noel. Gauthier. Pass to Lateria. Ruiz. Pass to Noel. Noel. Shot blocked by Sim. Sim. Ruiz now. Jollymore. Jollymore shot. No good. Douglas. Sim to McDonald. Donald. To Sim. Sim back to McDonald. McDonald. Nice reverse hit there by McDonald. And he's still got that puck. McDonald angles it back to Sim. Sim back to McDonald. McDonald still with this puck. Tries to get it up. Tries to find Lateria. Unable to do so. Now Greenwood will play the puck in his defensive zone. Greenwood up to Zwicker. Zwicker tips it. Unable to corral it in. So Williams will now have the puck. Williams up to Rutledge. Rutledge. Williams to Conlon. Now here's Jared Conlon with it. Up. Tries to find McDonald. No good. Taken by Williams. Williams. Going for a skate here. Williams. Zwicker now. Zwicker. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy to Cranston. Cranston up to Zwicker. Zwicker tips it in. And he will change. He will change here. Now taken by Wyand. Down to Rutledge. Rutledge. Up to Schneier. Nice pass. Schneier's got an opportunity here. Schneier shot. Just high. Cannon. Ripley to Berger. Berger back to Ripley. Ripley tries to find Shearer. He tries to find Schneier, but that is no good. So with 17 seconds, we will get a offensive zone face-off here for the Gulls. 17 seconds left here in this first period, and bearing anything changing, looks like it will stay. Looks like the Gulls will take a lead into the second. Sears, puck behind the net. Sears, shot by Cannon. Tries to find Cannon, no good. Kicked out by the Wolverines. Taken by Kopak. Kopak up, and that will do it for the first period. I'm James Bryan. Don't go away. The second will be right up. Welcome back to Halifax Sports. I'm James Bryan. Second period about to get underway here. As Pelham up to Douglas. Battle here in the corner. Kicked out to Jollymore. Jollymore shot. Nice block by Gauthier. Now McDonald will play the puck. McDonald looking for something here. Tries to get it up to Lateria. No good. Taken by Greenwood. Greenwood up to... Back to himself now. Greenwood. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy. Up. Intercepted by McDonald. McDonald gets past. But we will have an offside. Could have been a great chance there for McDonald to even this game up. However, offside is the call. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. My favorite. Puck drop here. Y-end to Williams. Down to Shearer. Shearer will take it down. Now, there's Greenwood with it. Henneberry unable to get it. Conlon battling in. Conlon to Shearer now. Shearer comes away with the puck. Shearer. Shot. Tries to find Conlon. No good. Jollymore. Shot to Shearer. Up to Calvert. Calvert to Levy. Levy to Calvert. Calvert. Pass it. Runners. Nice shot by Dufour. However, Riley Green makes a glove save. And now the shots are all tied up 6-6. And we will have a face-off in the Gulls offensive zone here. Face off one. Sears. It's Sears. YN. Down to Williams. Williams. Back to YN. YN. Back to Williams. Williams. coming up. Williams takes a fall. No trip call. Kopeck with the puck. Kopeck. Sears to Noel. Noel intercepted by McDonald. McDonald still with it. Played by Kopeck behind the net. Kopeck up. No, taken away by Cranston. Cranston to Cannon. Cannon. Skating up. Cannon fires a Sears to Cranston. Cranston tries to find Sears back door. No good. Just wide. Excellent chance there. However, the Gulls still have possession. So Sears. Sears shot blocked. Sears now still with it. Pass to Cranston. Sears to Cannon. Cannon to Noel. Noel shot. Hits the post. Cannon. Down to Kopeck. Kept in by Greenwood. Greenwood, no, unable to retain possession. And now the Wolverines will take it away. Here's Lateria. Lateria knocked off by Greenwood. Greenwood has the puck. Greenwood going for a skate. Greenwood shot. Blocked. And now McKinnon has it. McKinnon to Kennedy. Kennedy shot. Tip up. Batted away by Ripley. Battle for it. It's Calvert. Calvert to Greenwood. Greenwood back to Calvert. Calvert. Back to Greenwood. Greenwood shot just wide. Kennedy will fire it down. Shot save by Riley Green. And we will get changes here for both teams. Really diamonds. She be really trying. Gauthier. Pass taken away by the Gulls. Pelham out front to Dufour. Dufour shot. Hits the blocker of Riley Green. And this second period so far has been largely Gulls for the 3.5 minutes that have elapsed. We're going to face off here. Puck is dropped to Henneberry. Henneberry shot. Saved by Green. And we'll have another offensive zone face-off here for the Gulls off of another Gulls shot. A little scrum there in front of the net. However, seems like nothing will happen. I remember in the Whalers game yesterday, Mason Wakeham punched a guy in the face twice. Another shot, another save. Now they just love these stoppages, don't they? Pass, Sim. Up to Shearer. Shearer flips it up, tries to find Schneider, no good. Taken by Henneberry. Henneberry up to Pelham. Pelham fires it down to Gauthier. Gauthier up to Shearer. Shearer. Pelham. Now, here's Pelham trying to keep it in. Broken up by Schneider. Schneider tries to find Shearer up there. Good chance. Looks like icing will be the call, yes. So we will have an offensive zone faceoff. These 5 kids down here at the boards are giving it their all. They want to see their Gulls get a win here, and they'll do whatever it takes. Wonder if they are getting in the heads of the Wolverines. Noel shot. Saved by Green. Another stoppage. That is now 12 shots for the Gulls, which gives the provincial team goaltender Riley Green 11 saves. Puck is dropped here. McDonald. Up. McDonald on the chase. stopped by Ruiz. Now it's Kopeck with it. Kopeck. The Rutledge taken away by Bowen Cranston. Cranston chips it up. Cranston gets through. Shot saved by Green. Cranston still with it. Puck is loose out front. Unable to capitalize there. Rutledge up to Kopeck. Kopeck still digging in there. Kopeck taken by Noel. Noel up to Cannon. Cannon through. Poked away. Wyan loses stick. Now here's Cranston with the puck. Cranston to Gauthier. Gauthier tries to find Wyan, but Wyan has no stick. So it will be an icing. Right idea by Gauthier. Good execution as well. Actually, he just didn't have a stick. Nothing you can do about that. Offensive zone face off here for the Gulls. And it is won by the Gulls. Taken by Levy. Levy to Calvert. Calvert to Kennedy. Kennedy taken by McDonald. McDonald up to Lateria. Lateria. Nice hit there by Greenwood. Greenwood kept in by Ripley. Nice shot there, turned away. Zwicker now. Up to Zwicker. Taken by Parker. Parker now, here's Zwicker with it. Zwicker tries to get past Ripley, and he does. Zwicker still with the puck. Tries to find Calvert out front, no good. Pass up to McDonald. Intercepted by Kennedy. Kennedy to Zwicker. Zwicker down to Nordine. Nordine cut off by Ripley. Ripley pass to Conlon. Conlon coming up past to Schneier. Schneier taken away by Dufour of the Gulls. Dufour to McKinnon. McKinnon pass up to Douglas. Not to be taken away. Now Shearer has the puck. Shearer to Conlon, and that will be offside. A lot of stoppages in this game. First period blew by rather quickly. However, this second period is dragging on. Now here's Shearer. Shearer drops it. Back to Dufour. Dufour to Henneberry. Henneberry. Up to McKinnon. McKinnon. Big hit. Sim now. To Conlon. Conlon shot just high. Schneier will get the rebound. Schneier. Back to Schneier. Schneier. Taken by Douglas. Douglas off the boards. Douglas got one man to beat. Douglas will shoot. Save by Green. Nice move by Parker Douglas to bang it up the boards there. Gets a good hard shot, but Riley Green, besides the early goal, seems these kids are chanting fight. You don't want to fight? Cannon shot. Dave Wyand up to McDonald. McDonald taken away by Noel. Noel up to Cannon. Cannon thwarted at center ice. Taken by Kopeck now. Now here's Kopeck. Kopeck out front. Just fans on the backdoor pass. Rutledge to Wyand. Wyand taken away by Sears. Sears chips it up to Cranston. Cranston with the high stick. So we will have a face-off. Cranston had an amazing season last year with Chiboucto AAA. 106 goals, 34 assists, 140 points. He is somewhat carrying that success onto this year. Obviously not to the same extent, but relatively, he is having quite an amazing year. He's one good player. Parker. Pass to McDonald. McDonald loses it. Up to Sears. Sears to Cranston. Cranston. Shot. Rebound. Sears scores! Grayson Sears. Show some love to the Tassa Ducks. As he puts the Gulls up 2-0. Sears with his 10th of the year. Had 19 goals last year, and now he already has 10, and it is not even December. That will go out. And we will have a neutral zone face-off here. It's Shearer coming away with the puck. Shearer rifles it down. Play by Schneier. Up to Douglas. Douglas. Now to Jollymore. Jollymore coming in. Takes a tumble. Tries to get it to Pelham. No good. Taken by Ripley. Ripley. Up to Schneier. Schneier to Shearer. Shearer. To Dufour. Dufour. To Douglas. Douglas. Back to Jollymore. Jollymore to Pelham. Pelham to Douglas. Douglas. Got a man to beat. Skates past Berger. Douglas. Shot saved by Green. Henneberry coming in for the rebound. Scores! Davis Henneberry, the first year D. Gets the rebound and puts the Gulls up 3-0. Gulls are goated, chant the fans, as they take a 3-0 lead. Noel, pass to Ruiz. Ruiz up to Calvert. Calvert. Calvert into Levy. Levy to Ruiz. Poked free by Kopak. Here comes Kopak. Kopak shot. Save by Espa. Espa, last season 15 wins, 2 losses, along with 4 shutouts for a very formidable Gulls team last year, and they are proving to be just as good, if not better, this season. Ruiz. Up. Ruiz up to Zwicker. Zwicker. Pass to Levy, and that was clearly offside. So now with 10:22 to go, we will have a neutral zone face-off. McDonald jamming in here. Jammed in. Nordine. Lateria. Battle here on the boards. Dumped in, taken by McDonald. McDonald looking for a play. McDonald still with the puck. Tries to find Lateria, intercepted by Greenwood. Greenwood drops it to Nordine. Nordine. McDonald. McDonald, and that will be a penalty incoming for the Wolverines. You can't do that. They would be correct in saying that. Oh no, penalty coming for the Gulls. So now the Wolverines will get a power play here at a time where they would need it. Shearer. Front. Down to Green. Green to Weiland. Weiland. Up. Tries to find Schneider, no good. Williams now. Williams. Back to Weiland. Weiland. Up to Conlon. Conlon to Schneider. Schneider. Takes a tumble there. Weiland. Up to Conlon. Conlon, and that will be offside. 9:13 to go here in the second period. 1:28 remaining on the power play. The hook assessed to Magnus Nordin, the first-year forward. Puck is dropped. Ripley to Berger. Berger fans on a pass. Could have been dangerous. Finds his way back to Ripley, though. Ripley up to Rutledge. Rutledge taken away by Henneberry. Kept it by Kopak. Kopak. Battle here. Kopak to Rutledge. Rutledge to Berger. Berger. Loses it. Back to Ripley. Ripley to McDonald. And that will be offside. And we will have a neutral zone face-off. Puck is dropped. McDonald wins it back to Ripley. Ripley up to Greenwood. Greenwood fires it down. Played by Green. Green to Ripley. Ripley up to McDonald. McDonald off the face of Jollymore. Now here's Calvert with it. Calvert. Digging in for Ripley. Ripley to McDonald. McDonald. Going for a skate here. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. McDonald. This is it. McDonald tries to go around. Shot, and that knocks the net off. So with 14 seconds remaining on this power play, we will have a face-off. These kids have not stopped chanting since the game started. I have to admire their energy and enthusiasm for the Gulls. Face-off upcoming. McDonald back to Sim. Sim to Gauthier. Gauthier back to Parker. Parker to Sim. Sim to McDonald. McDonald shot. Tries to find Lateria back door. Can't find him. Now Greenwood will get that puck. Greenwood dumps it in. However, the penalty is over, so that will be an ice. Meaning we will have a offensive zone face-off here. Wolverines coming off of a 4-3 loss yesterday to the Warewell Bombers. Gulls coming off of a 4-0 win against the Valley Wildcats. Puck is dropped here. Cannon up. Tries to find Sears, and Sears will get there with a burst of speed. Sears to Cranston. Cranston tries to find Sears out front, no good. Taken away by Williams. Williams. Puck in the corner here, taken by Sears. Sears to McDonald. McDonald. Shot! Just wide. Parker now with it. Parker to Sears. Sears takes it. Sears up the boards. Icing is waved off. Weiland plays the puck behind, and now here's Cannon. Cannon up to Noel. Noel to Cranston. Cranston backhand shot. Save. Sears with the puck now. Sears to Cannon. Cannon's knocked off, and that will be a penalty for what seems like interference. And Espa took a tumble there. So now with 6:34 remaining in the second period. Jack Shearer will go to the box, and the Gulls will get their first power play of the game. You could not do that. They would be correct in saying that. Calvert. Back to Noel. Noel. Angles it to Zwicker. Zwicker comes in. Zwicker tries to find Pelham front. No good. Taken by Noel. Noel to Pelham. Pelham back to Kennedy. Kennedy down to Pelham. Pelham back to Kennedy. Kennedy shot blocked by Conlon. Stayed in by Zwicker. Zwicker to Pelham. Gauthier to Gaudette. Gaudette to Pelham to Zwicker. Zwicker shot, block, tip, shots, rebound, scores. Luca Calvert gets the rebound and puts the Gulls up 4-0 with a power play marker. Puck dropped here. Rutledge. Rutledge. Back to Berger. Berger loses it. Taken in by McKinnon. McKinnon now. McKinnon to Levy. Levy shot just wide. Chance there. Henneberry. Henneberry to Berger. Berger to Kopak. Kopak coming up. Kopak gets past Henneberry. It's all alone. Nice chance there. Kopak going to the net, and that net will come off once again. So we will get a face-off and another stoppage. 5:06 remaining in this second period. And the Gulls have totally controlled the second. 3 goals, along with the majority of the shots. But the Wolverines will get the offensive zone face-off here, looking to get something going sooner rather than later. McDonald kicks it out to Letteria. Kennedy up to Pelham. Pelham pass up to Jollymore. Jollymore to Pelham. Kept in by Greenwood. No, that is offside. So now Ripley will play the puck. Ripley taken by Pelham. Pelham shot, scores. And he's fired up. Puts the Gulls up 5-0 off of a costly error by the Wolverines. The Zamboni is prepped and ready. Sears up to Cannon. Cannon down to Cranston. Cranston to Sears to Shearer. Shearer to Cannon out front of the net. Cannon shot saved by Green. Conlon now. Conlon up to Schneier. Schneier. That will be a penalty for head contact. Yeah. Looks like that's going to go to the Gulls. Mason Dufour of the Gulls will serve a 2-minute head contact penalty. Meanwhile, the Wolverines will get their second power play of the game. They need to get one here take that into the locker room. Parker back to Sim. Sim to Gauthier. Gauthier to Greenwood. Greenwood shoots it up. Green will play it. Green plays it up to McDonald. McDonald skating. Coming through. McDonald. McDonald. Down to Gauthier. Gauthier. Gauthier to Kennedy. Kennedy. Played by Green. Behind the net. Green. Up to Gauthier. Played by Calvert. Calvert dumps it down. Green plays the puck behind the net. Now Sim has it. Sim. Up to McDonald. McDonald. Coming through. McDonald. Shot. Tip by McDonald. Kicked out, and Espa makes the save. Back. Ripley. Ripley. Shot. Just wide. McDonald. Digging in here. Henneberry. Up. Played by Green. Green to Ripley. Ripley. Up. To Kopak. Kopak coming through. Kopak shot. Saved by Espa. Kopak still with it. Kopak out to Ripley. Ripley shot blocked. McDonald rebound shot blocked. McDonald. Rutledge shot tipped out of bounds. 2:04 remaining in the second period. Puck will drop here. Conlon tries to get it out front. Takes a weird bounce. No good. Cranston. Gets it through. To Kennedy. Kennedy to Greenwood. Greenwood to Cranston. Cranston. Shoots it up. Played by Williams. Sears digging in there. Sears digging. Sears. To Shearer. Shearer. Flips it up. To Greenwood. Greenwood dumps it down. Played by Green behind the net. Green. To Cannon. Cannon down to Sears. Sears has some time here behind the net. Will get it up to Ruiz. Ruiz. Back to Sears. Sears. Across to Noel. Bit too hard there. Gulls will have to reset. Noel to Cranston. Cranston shakes it off. Conlon shoots it down. No icing. Icing is waved off. Ruiz with the puck. Less than a minute to go here in the second period. Ruiz up to Pelham. Pelham. Long shift here for Cranston. Pelham. Pass. Up to Parker. Parker now coming up with it. Parker. Parker digging in. And now the kids want to fight. I don't think that's going to happen. But with 26 seconds to go, what will happen is we are going to get a offensive zone face-off here for the Wolverines. Oh, Ruiz going to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. So the Wolverines will get another power play. And unless they are to score here in the next 26 seconds, they will start the third on the man advantage. McDonald. Parker. Dumped down by Nordine. Green plays behind the net. 16 seconds to go here in the second. Up to McDonald. McDonald. Played by Levy. Levy in there. Taken away by Sim. Sim. Played to Kennedy. Kennedy to Sim. Sim out front. No good. Nice chance there. That will do it for the second period. I'm James Bryan. Don't go away. Welcome back to High Button Sports. I'm James Bryan, bringing you the third and final period of action today from the St. Margaret's Centre in St. Margaret's Bay, Nova Scotia. And the Halifax Wolverines will start this period on the power play, as Shea Ruiz took a late penalty at the end of the second. Puck will drop here, face-off one, back to Greenwood. Greenwood chips it down. Taken by Ripley. Ripley passes up. Collected by Jollymore. Jollymore tries to find Calvert out front, no good. Kept in by the D. D shoot it back down. Good kill so far from the Gulls. It's Ripley. Ripley to Lateria. Lateria. Pass back to McDonald. McDonald coming through. McDonald still with it. Back to Calvert. Ripley tips it to Green. Green shoots it up to Berger. Berger up to McDonald. McDonald coming through. McDonald through to Lateria. Nordine kicks it out. 21 seconds remaining here on this power play. Up to Shearer. Shearer, shot, just saved by Espa. Now here's Lateria with it. Lateria. Now with the puck, got some open ice here. Shot, blocked by Dufour. Dufour will kick it out, kept in by Sim. This power play is over. Back to 5-on-5. Gauthier with the puck. Gauthier stays with it. Gauthier down to Kopak. Kopak to Sim. Sim. Shot. Save. Shot down by Green. And that will be an icing. So with 18:10 to go here, the Wolverines will get a offensive zone faceoff. I haven't noticed much of Leo Harpole tonight for the Wolverines. Perhaps he is out with an injury. The Hockey Nova Scotia product. Jared Conlon now. Jared Conlon. Up to Gauthier. Gauthier to Conlon. Conlon, toe drag, loses it. Kicked out by Nordine. Kept in. Nordine now still with it. Nordine does not give up. Pass up to Cranston. Cranston poked from Sim. Sim to Conlon now. Conlon up to Kopak. Kopak. Taken by Ruiz. To Cannon. Cannon out front to Sears. Sears tips it. Saved by Green. McDonald now. Up to Sim. Sim. Bats it up. Kept in by Noel. Noel. Up to Cannon. Cannon. Taken by Parker. Parker down. Taken by Ruiz. Ruiz. Pass to Noel. Noel. Up to Sears. Taken by Wyand. Wyand shot. Save. Saved here. Now here's Cannon. Up. Taken by Williams. Cannon. To Cranston. To Sears. To Williams. To Rutledge. Rutledge taken by Sears. Sears shot. Saved. McDonald. Cranston. Back to Greenwood. Greenwood shot. Tipped. Save. Cannon with it. Cannon. Back down to Cranston. Cranston. Trying to find some open ice. Cranston. Nailed the pass. The puck is poked free. Now Cranston still with the puck. Not giving up this puck in a while. Cranston shot. Saved by Green. And now that line will go off. Long shift for them. Now I'm sure these Gulls are just hoping that this clock's going to start ticking away fast now, so they can secure this win. Zwicker down to Ripley. Ripley up to Calvert. Calvert to Lateria. To Greenwood. Greenwood shot. Save. And that net is off again. It's remarkable how many times this game that net has come off. Quite remarkable, actually. Puck dropped. Won by Calvert. Calvert up to McDonald. McDonald looking. Tries to find Berger. No good. Taken by Kennedy. Kennedy pass to Greenwood. Greenwood up. Kept in by Berger. Berger to Ripley. Ripley back to Berger. Berger back to Ripley. Ripley up to Lateria. Intercepted by Greenwood. Greenwood now coming down with it. Greenwood pass out front to Zwicker. Zwicker shot just hits the corner. McDonald gets it out to Lateria, and he's going to try to chase after this one. He will not be able to catch it, though. It's Greenwood. Lateria tips it, and that will be covered by Wyatt Espa. Comes out of his crease to cover that one up, prevent anything from ruining his so far perfect game. Colin with it up. Tipped in by Sim. Sim through. Now here's Dufour. Dufour. Pass over to Henneberry. Henneberry up to Jollymore. Jollymore coming in. Got in by Conlon now. Conlon. Pass up to Kopak. Kopak. Taken by Henneberry. Henneberry. Pass to Dufour. Dufour up to Douglas. No good. And that will be an icing. 14:30 to go here in this third period. Shots are 23-14 in favor of the Gulls. So here, Dufour. Pelham. Back to Jollymore. Jollymore out. Here's Gruddy with it. Shot just wide. Played by Rutledge. Rutledge back to Williams. Williams shot wide. Tried to play it up to Wyan. And that will be an icing. Another icing here today. Former nice. Finally, shot blocked. Now here comes Douglas. Douglas now tries to make a move, no good. Fired away up to Rutledge. Rutledge up to McDonald. Rutledge still with it. Rutledge tries to get it over to Williams. Williams back up to Rutledge. Rutledge taken away by Ruiz to Zwicker. Zwicker. Pass to Nordine. Nordine trying to come through. Nordine tries to pass out front to Noel. Can't find it. Now here's Zwicker with it. Zwicker back to Parker. Parker to Rutledge. Rutledge fires it up. Kept in. Batted down by Zwicker. Now to Noel. Noel trying to capitalize on that poor change here by the Wolverines. No good. Taken by Shearer. Shearer. Up to McDonald. McDonald's got some speed. McDonald coming through. Tries to shake off Ruiz. McDonald still with the puck. Finds Shearer out front. Shearer shot blocked by Zwicker, and now Zwicker will come down with it. Zwicker puts it to the feet of Ripley, and that will be a penalty. We go into Ripley, what for? Not quite sure yet. 2 minutes for tripping. So now the Gulls will get another chance here on the power play with 12:52 remaining in this third and final frame. Schneier fires it down. Play by Espa. Espa to Ruiz. Ruiz up to Sears. Sears through. Stopped by Ruiz. Ruiz to Cranston. Cranston coming through. Cranston shot blocked by Gauthier. Cannon with it. Cannon back to Ruiz. Ruiz can't control the puck. Ruiz coming in. Ruiz shot saved by Green. Cannon will play it now. Kopech. Kopech pokes it out. Kopech going for a rush. Unable to get it taken away by Cranston. Now Cranston will come up. Cranston. Pass to Douglas. Intercepted by Wyand. Wyand will just dump it in. Now Espa down to Cranston. Cranston. Up to Sears. Sears. Back to Noel. Noel to Cranston. Cranston. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy. Back to Noel. Noel. Back down to Cranston. Cranston. Through to Williams. Williams kicks it away. He's got no stick. Where his stick's at, I'm not quite sure. Kopech. Taken away by Jollymore. Jollymore out front to Kennedy. Shot saved by Riley Green. And Williams will collect that stick of his. Jollymore. Back to Zwicker. Zwicker to Pelham. Pelham to Kennedy. Kennedy to Zwicker. Zwicker poked free by Rutledge. He's coming free. Tries to get on there. No good. Shielded by Zwicker. Zwicker up to Jollymore. Jollymore. Through to Greenwood. Greenwood taken away by Shearer now. Shearer to McDonald. McDonald tips it. Played out by Espa. He elects not to cover. Kennedy now. Up to Pelham. Pelham to Greenwood. Greenwood. To Jollymore. Up to Lateria. Lateria up to McDonald. McDonald's shot saved by Espa. 9:59 to go here in this third period. And unless a drastic comeback happens, it's looking like the Gulls are going to take this one. It would be their 11th win of the season. And it would maintain them firmly in first place where they have been since the season started. Ruiz over to Cranston. Cranston, oh, penalty. Cannon. Cannon still with the puck. Cannon out to Cranston, backdoor, scores. Bowen Cranston makes it 6-0 Gulls off a nice feed from Miller Cannon, the captain. Short-lived power play. Nordin to Calvert. Calvert coming up with it. Calvert comes through. Shot. Saved by Green. Taken by Conlon. Conlon. Up. Nordin shot. Saved. Nordin. Back to Calvert. To Conlon. Conlon. To Kopak. To Schnarr. Schnarr. Shot. Kopak. Kopak to Gauthier. Gauthier taken by Calvert. Calvert coming through. Calvert shot. Saved by Green. Calvert to Nordin. Tipped up. Saved by Green. Calvert shot. Wide open net. Calvert misses it. Still with it. Calvert to McKinnon. McKinnon up to Dufour. Dufour. Shot blocked by McDonald. At his feet, taken by Calvert. Calvert shot just wide. Henneberry. Up to Calvert. Calvert down to Henneberry. Henneberry to Pelham. Pelham up to Dufour. Dufour over to Henneberry. Henneberry shot, scores! His second of the game. In and out. And Davis Henneberry makes it 7-0. Douglas through. Now here come the Wolverines. It's Shearer down. Taking Kennedy. Kennedy. Up to Jollymore. Jollymore to Pelham. Pelham to Jollymore. Jollymore. Over to Greenwood. Greenwood shot. Save. Pelham still with it. Pelham had some ice. Could have shot that there. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy shot just high. Taken by Greenwood. Greenwood shot blocked by the Wolverines. Jollymore with it. Jollymore taken by McDonald. McDonald to Lateria. Lateria taken by Zwicker. Zwicker intercepted by McDonald. McDonald over to Lateria. Lateria with it. Lateria puts it out front. No good. Taken by Douglas. Douglas up. Kept in by Williams. Williams tries to get in. That is offside though. So he will angle it up to Greenwood. Greenwood to Kennedy. Kennedy up to Calvert. Calvert to Conlon. Conlon up. Zwicker. Zwicker to Ruiz. Ruiz out front. Fans on the shot. Angles it back down to Calvert. Calvert over to Zwicker. Zwicker tries to find Levio front. No good. Batted down by Schnarr. Noel shot tipped. High. No good. Kept in by Calvert. Kopak now with it. Kopak up to Conlon. Conlon shoots it down to Ripley. Ripley to Calvert up to Ruiz. Kopak to Noel. Taken by Berger. Berger to Ripley. Ripley back to Berger. Berger up to Kopak. Kopak down to Ruiz. Ruiz up. Taken in by Nordin. Nordin back to Dufour. Dufour shot just high. Berger up to Rutledge. Rutledge up to Parker. Here comes Parker. Tries to get past Dufour. No good. Taken by Henneberry. Henneberry. Pass to Dufour. Dufour to Pelham. Pelham. Passes up to McKinnon. McKinnon will dump it in. Sim plays the puck behind the net. Less than 5 minutes to go here in this third and final period. Big hit. Shearer. Penalty incoming here. McDonald's shot just wide. Latoya went to McDonald. McDonald, nice move there. McDonald puck touched by Cranston. And we will have a power play upcoming for the Wolverines. Perhaps a bit too late here. However, if the Wolverines want any chance at a comeback, they got to score here. McDonald gets in. Puck is loose. Jollymore will dump it down over the head of Sim. Green plays it. Green up the boards. Up to Williams. Calvert shoots it down. Played by Green. Green out to McDonald. McDonald. McDonald coming through. McDonald. Big hit on McDonald. Puck is loose. Shearer tries to get in there. And he falls over the goalie. Scrum here in front of the net. These players will have to be separated. This spot looks like he got the wind knocked out, and looks like Greenwood is coming in, and Henneberry welcomes him with a hug. Williams with a much less enthusiastic entrance into his box. Practice. 3:58 to go here in this third and final frame. Face-off upcoming here. Wins it down. It is 5-on-3 now. Party in the box there. As you can see, party going on there in the Gulls box. With 3:48 to go. Conlon wins it to Schneier. Schneier to Kopak. Kopak back to Ripley. Ripley over to Berger. Berger to Ripley. Ripley to Schneier. Shot just wide. Schneier still with it to Conlon. Conlon over to Ripley. Ripley shot blocked by Dufour. Ripley over to Berger. Berger back to Ripley. Over to Kopak. Kopak across the ice to Shearer. Shearer comes in. Back to Conlon behind the net. Conlon to Kopak. Kopak up to Ripley. Ripley down to Shearer. Shearer shot just wide. Ripley keeps it in. Ripley down to Kopak. Kopak taken away by Levy. Levy fires it down. Play behind by Green. Green to Ripley. Ripley gets past Nordine. Ripley now. Pass to Parker. Parker loses it off the stick. Parker over to Berger. Berger down. Met by Ruiz. Played. Kennedy now with it. Kennedy. Kept in by Ripley. Ripley to Shearer. Shearer to Ripley. Ripley back down to Shearer. Shearer coming through. Shearer shot just wide. Greenwood up with it to Shearer. Shearer back to Gauthier now. Gauthier to Wyand. Wyand down to Pelham. Less than 1.5 minutes to go here in this third period. Ruiz takes a tumble down. Up to Zwicker, played by McDonald. McDonald over to Wyand. Wyand. Up. Nordine. Nordine now with the puck. Poked away by McDonald. McDonald to Wyand. Wyand up to Letteria. Noel to Henneberry. Henneberry. Up to Shearer. Gauthier pokes it in. Played up by McKinnon. Here's Charlie McKinnon. Gets around. Makes Wyand fall to his feet. Puck kept in. Halifax has the puck. Letteria. Letteria back to Shearer. Shearer to Letteria. Letteria, they're digging in here. Letteria to Shearer. Shearer. Shot blocked. Poked out. Sim fires it down. Played by Letteria here behind the net. Letteria. McDonald digging in. 12 seconds to go. Letteria. Zwicker coming up. Zwicker. Cross the ice. Zwicker with a chance. Fans on the shot. Tipped away. And that will do it. What? Whoa. Wyatt Espa gets a big shutout and a nice goalie hug there as the Gulls come away with a huge 7-0 victory on this Sunday afternoon over the Halifax Wolverines. From all of us here at Highbend Sports.